Draw a line from the landlocked plains of Central Europe all the way down to the southern tip of Africa. You're crossing thousands of miles, multiple climate zones, and a vast cultural divide. Despite this massive geographic separation, a coordinated diplomatic bridge is forming between the sovereign nation of Hungary and the Afrikaner minority in South Africa. The Hungarian South African Friendship Association, or HSAFS, is currently implementing the legal and academic frameworks for a formal, long-term strategic partnership between these two communities. Concrete results are already visible. Major Hungarian agricultural universities are signing memorandums of understanding with private Afrikaner educational institutions, like academia, to help build and staff specialized agricultural faculties. In a global landscape usually defined by massive trade blocs, a European state is bypassing traditional state-to-state diplomacy to ally directly with a marginalized minority on another continent. This connection is built on a shared identity as an island nation, a culture that views itself as isolated and perpetually threatened by the demographic ocean surrounding it. Look at Hungary's place in Central Europe. They speak a Uralic language, making them a distinct linguistic entity surrounded by entirely unrelated Germanic and Slavic nations. The Afrikaners followed a similar trajectory of isolation. Descended from European settlers, they developed a distinct language and migrated into the African interior, specifically to escape colonial authorities and maintain their cultural independence. This isolation breeds a specific set of traits: a stubborn Protestant work ethic, a reverence for strong borders, and a refusal to be assimilated. When a culture is a small demographic minority, it is forced to innovate and organize simply to avoid being swallowed by the majority. That instinct for survival was forged in a shared historical reality. Both cultures have faced total erasure at the hands of massive empires. Hungary's history is marked by territorial loss and foreign occupation. After losing 2/3 of their land in the early 20th century, they spent decades resisting Ottoman expansion and Soviet communist domination. The Afrikaner narrative follows the same pattern of resistance. During the Anglo-Boer Wars, a small, decentralized militia of farmers fought a desperate war for independence against the British Empire. To break that resistance, the British implemented a scorched earth policy and interned Boer civilians in concentration camps. Nearly 10% of the entire Boer population died in those camps, leaving a trauma that permanently hardened their national psyche. This historical bond is literal. During that war, Hungarian volunteers actually traveled to Africa to fight alongside the Boers against the British. In this worldview, history is a cycle of recurring threats, where failure to defend sovereignty leads immediately to cultural extinction. Today, that survivalist mindset is finding a new application. Many Afrikaners now view themselves as a targeted minority, facing increasing exclusion by the South African state. Hungary offers a rare form of international support. They provide deep empathy for the Afrikaner position, rooted in their own history, without applying the progressive political lens often found in Western Europe. This philosophical alignment is translating into practical tools. Hungarian academic and technical expertise is being shared directly with Afrikaner institutions. This involves everything from academic bursaries for Afrikaner youth to technical collaboration designed to protect and advance the traditional Boer mastery of agriculture. For the Afrikaner solidarity movement, this international recognition is a key component of their broader strategy to build private, state-proof institutions that can sustain their culture independently of the South African government. The Hungary-Afrikaner connection illustrates a specific survival model: finding international partners who recognize your cultural heritage to help maintain a society that functions beyond the reach of a hostile state.